The clicking started again, faint at first, like distant knuckles cracking. Mark froze in the middle of the forest trail, eyes scanning the treetops. He'd heard the stories about the neck cracker. Everyone had. The tales were absurd, an entity that lured you with its clicking, and if you looked up, your neck would snap like a twig. People said it was just a local myth, but the missing persons posters lining the town seemed to suggest otherwise. The sound echoed above him, teasing, daring him to look. Mark clenched his fists, telling himself it wasn't real, just his imagination running wild. He could feel his muscles tighten, the tension in his own neck unbearable, as if something invisible was coiling around him. The clicks grew louder, more relentless, almost as if they were inside his head. The urge to look up was overpowering. His breathing quickened. He couldn't help it anymore. Slowly, against every instinct screaming in his mind, Mark's gaze drifted upward. Something was there, shifting between shapes. A horrifying creature with razor teeth and glowing red eyes. It watched him, hungry. His neck jerked violently as his spine tore through his flesh. Pain exploded through his neck, and the world spun as his head bent at an impossible angle. He collapsed, paralyzed, waiting for death. But the neck cracker didn't come down. It didn't need to. Mark's eyes were open, fixed on the treetops. He tried to blink, but his body was no longer his own. He could feel it moving inside him, wearing his skin like a suit. His limbs twitched as it puppeted him to his feet. With his crooked head, Mark began walking, leaving the forest behind, the clicks echoing in his mind. He wasn't the victim anymore. Now, he was the decoy,